Hey everyone, welcome back to Two Bad Decisions with Lauren Han.
I'm Laur,
And I'm Han.
and today we're going to be playing a game that we used to play all the time in New York. We call this beancast because we're setting up a bracket with types of beans and we're going to make them compete. And that's it. That's the game. We did this with
Yeah.
things that have four wheels, I think was the first one we ever did. And one that caused a lot of
Mhm.
attention was best celebrities aged like 20 to 25.
Dude, we were gonna tear each other's heads
Yeah.
off.
So this
We were
one should
so mad.
be low maintenance, low stress. But who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
we'll get really heated over beans. So first we're gonna do our check-in. How are you today, Hen?
I'm okay. Really nothing is going on in life, but I did go to a black-owned coffee shop near me recently, and they had the cutest stickers on
Mm.
their cup, so I peeled it off and I put it on my laptop. And then I also got two other stickers that they're Black Lives Matter stickers, and they're donating all of their profits. But yeah, put those on my laptop. These are the first stickers on my laptop, so it's a big deal. Big deal.
Sick, sick.
But yeah, how
Six
are
months
you?
in.
Oh
I'm
yeah, 6 months
good.
in.
I'm a little like low energy today. If anyone's wondering why, it's because I like downed a triple shot espresso from Starbucks and then I sewed a jacket. Like I I didn't sew the whole thing. Like I took a jean jacket I didn't want anymore because I'm trying to upcycle my clothes rather than donate them because I saw something about a lot of, thrift store clothes getting just thrown away or like they
Hmm.
end up just no one ends up wanting them. And then I took this mesh shirt that I didn't really use anymore because I also didn't like. And I sewed like the pattern onto different parts of my jean jacket. And I made this like cool collar looking choker thing that connects to it. Sounds really awful, but I really like it.
No, it's cute. I saw it.
It's all
It's kind
pink
of
and
nice.
hearty.
Yeah, it's really cute. I
I
like it.
love her. Hopefully I will get to wear her soon, but I can't think of an
Ooh.
occasion. But if anyone has any like upcycling tips or like, I don't know, just tips on sewing in general, because I'm not very good at it, please let me know. I'm struggling. My fingers hurt.
I'm definitely worse, but
No, it's
so I
bad.
I think it's so impressive. I was so impressed. It looks so cool.
Aw, I love you. It's so
I love
nice
you
to
too.
me when I
You're so
do
nice
things
to
that are really
me.
mediocre.
You're so good. Why do we use baby talk at each
I
other?
don't know. I'm starting to hate it.
Okay, I think we have a lot to cover debate-wise
Yes,
to
we do.
determine the best type of bean. I think this is really like I feel like the way that we explained it is just like
Yeah,
gonna be
you
confusing,
just,
but just
you just
you'll
gotta get
see. Don't
into
even
it.
don't even
Yeah.
worry. Okay.
Okay.
So, would you like to introduce everything?
Yes, I would. So we have 16 total types of beans, and here are the pairings. The first set is small bean, SMOL. God help me. And then it goes against magic beans, which I'm imagining like Jack and the Beanstalk. Uh
Yeah, that's what I
yeah, like those were they golden beans? I don't know. But
I don't know.
oh, loud swallow. Second.
Wait, should we introduce all of them or just debate?
Yeah, let's just debate. Let's just debate. Okay.
Okay,
I already know. I think you know where I land on this one already. Magic beans.
I agree. See, listen, small bean, look, if you use that term, more power to you. Except I used that term when I was a freshman in high school,
And more
and
cat
frankly, I was
ears.
an asshole. So cat ears. I I was the worst. So that like the phrase small bean just brings back a lot of negative energy that I don't need. Therefore, magic beans
Yeah,
win.
I also would like to say I feel like we're repeating that cycle with the whole so baby thing. Like he's so baby. And,
So baby.
and the worst part is I will never say that out loud, like in complete seriousness, but I say it in my head. These are grown men.
I say that in my relationship, and it's so sappy. Like,
So
he's such a
baby.
baby.
I want to gag every time I hear it.
Me too.
And yet I use
But yeah.
it like in my head, only in my head.
Oh,
It
yeah.
never
Because we're
escapes.
referring to like grown men they're adults and they're not baby,
No, they're
okay?
not baby at
They're
all.
not.
I had like this whole thing where I'm like, am I like infantilizing grown men because like men get out of things like with age, and it came into like this whole like
Oh,
feminist
whoa.
theory, and I was like, because I don't look at like grown women, and usually like JJ from Criminal Minds really gets me in my like she's
Oh,
super
I love
adorable
her.
spot. But
I
like
love her.
most grown women don't do that for me. Like I'm not like, oh, she's so baby. What's like why are we infantilized? And I came up with this whole like feminist theory in my head, but I feel like it holds zero merit. I just need to stop
That's
thinking
okay.
that's so baby about grown people.
That's so funny. Okay, so we've determined the winner is magic beans.
Yes. The second
Next.
bracket is black beans versus garbanzo beans. I have to think about this one. Okay, I've thought about it. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Okay, present your argument first and then I will go.
I'm gonna say garbanzo beans, but I don't have an argument. I just feel that way.
Okay. No, I agree as well. So my argument is that garbanzo is much more fun to say than black bean.
That is true.
Garbanzo is just a fun word.
Mhm.
And then also, I mean, it's not that I mean, I barely eat garbanzo beans, but if I am at a Mexican restaurant and they ask me pinto beans or black beans, I will always say pinto.
That's true.
Therefore,
That's true. Pinto beans are
garbanzo
better.
wins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're in agreement.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate that we're agreeing on everything. It's making me like icky.
Dude, yeah, last episode we were so like, yeah, I agree. I'm not trying to agree on purpose. I just agree.
Yeah. We should
It just do be that way.
we should get into ththings we disagree on at some point, but like it's very intense. It's like very intense, and it's like very specific films. Like
It's
that
true.
no one else cares about.
That's true.
Yeah. The third set is Boston, Beantown, versus Beanie Babies.
Ooh.
Okay. I have an argument for this one. So I say Boston, but it's because Beanie Babies have become so like I'm so numb to them. And it's because my grandma has like 4 full containers of them just like sitting
Oh my
under the
God.
beds. And when I was little, I used to take them out and like just like stroke them. I wouldn't play with them, but just like
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know. That was gross. I remember
No, yeah.
I like really liked them when I was little, and now they mean nothing to me. Boston
Whoa.
wins.
Do you remember when McDonald's would give you Beanie Babies with your meal?
I don't
Like as the
remember that.
toy? Oh my God, there was a point in time where they would do that. That's so
Bracket.
crazy. That
That's
was like a deep
McDonald's
memory.
toy.
Oh my God, that'd be so good.
That was me
A different
swallowing
time
my
we'll
tea.
definitely do that. Yeah. Okay. My argument. See, the thing is, I've been to Boston. It's not my favorite city.
Oh, I
It
love
just kind of feels
Boston.
like, I don't know. I guess to me, it's like a non-city because it
Yeah.
gives me a different vibe
It gives me a
than like
suburbs
what
vibe, but it's
yeah,
not.
it's different from what I consider to be a city. And it's such a small place. Like it's so walkable, which maybe that's a good thing. But I feel
It
like
felt like Philly. I love Philly.
yeah, same energy as Philly.
Mhm.
But yeah, but then I remember like when I was younger, Beanie Babies weren't really my preferred toy or anything. Like I loved stuffed animals, but I didn't really like Beanie Babies. So I basically what I'm saying is I'm feeling really just dislike towards everything involved here.
Feeling very neutral.
But I think I would rather go to Boston than receive a Beanie Baby. Therefore,
Yeah.
Beantown, Boston wins.
Yeah. We love Beantown. We're very well, you're
Yeah.
very neutral about Beantown.
Yeah, but I'll just settle for Beantown.
The next one is pinto beans versus beanies. Here's the thing.
Oh.
This is so controversial. I hate beanies. I hate them.
Oh my
And
God.
here's why. It's because they were in every Wattpad fanfic in 2014. And I read every Wattpad fanfic. And also, they never looked good on my head. I remember one time my friend tried to put one on me, and I didn't look so hot. So like, I don't know. I don't really feel that great about beanies. Like I just feel like a weird dislike towards them and a weird like 2014 vibe. Um,
That's fair.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I really also pinto beans are my favorite bean.
Me too. I always will pick pinto beans if that's an option.
Yeah.
My opinion on beanies. I used to wear them like earlier in high school. Maybe that's why I feel a slight dislike towards them. Also, well, see, I've always loved them, and I think they look so good on other people, but they just never looked that great on me. So I was just like upset about it, and I was like, why does she look cute, but I look like a paper bag? Why does it look like that? And then I have memories of people yanking it off of my head.
Oh my god. Do you have to wear it like lower on your head? I don't understand really how they work because they were always like trailing
I
off
don't
people's
either.
heads, and I didn't understand how they like stayed on. Do you like bobby pin them in? I don't.
I have no idea. Like I always thought it looked so cool and it was like kind of like it wasn't all the way on and it kind of
Yeah, it
dangled
was
off at the edge. But
trendy.
then when I did it, it looked like weird and saggy.
Yeah,
It
I
was just
think I have a weird
ugly.
head shape because I tried a beanie like one time.
Mm.
I was so discouraged. My vote is
Okay.
pinto beans.
Okay. I'll I don't know. I feel I'm like so aware of us agreeing on everything.
Yeah,
But I love pinto beans.
they're
Well,
so
I don't
good.
care.
Pinto
Pinto
beans are
wins.
superior.
Pinto wins. Okay.
Okay,
There we
this
go.
one I feel like we might disagree on. Bean bags versus
Okay.
jelly beans. I would like to hear your argument first.
I hate jelly
Damn it!
beans.
I also hate jelly beans.
Oh no, I hate them. I wish they didn't exist. I think they're not even a candy. That doesn't even taste, it doesn't even taste good. It's disgusting.
Oh my god, the reason I don't like them as much is because my dad always had those bean boozled things around,
Oh my God.
and
No.
even the ones that were supposed to be good, I hated. Like they were just gross
Mm.
flavors. I can't The only kind of jelly beans I can eat, I can't eat the pink ones, I can't eat the like orange ones, I can't eat the red ones. I'll eat the yellow ones and sometimes the green ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just don't eat them. Oh my God, have you seen that video where it's like a girl and her little brother and he's like, skunk spray your licorice, and then he starts throwing up.
Wait. Is he
Maybe.
like sitting on like by a counter, you know how like a yeah.
Yes, and he just starts throwing. Can I find that audio and put it into this
Yes,
episode of
please.
him saying skunk spray?
I'm just throwing up.
Okay, we got skunk spray or licorice.
I like that brought something back out of the back of my mind.
Oh, I love that
Oh, that
video.
was my
Oh my
stomach
God.
growling if anyone heard that.
Oh, yum. But yeah, that perhaps could be a reason for me to like jelly beans, just because that video is so good. But my reason, so first of all, I hate jelly beans. I just don't think they taste good, so I don't eat
I
them.
don't really
But
like them either.
yeah, but the main reason why I dislike them is because, okay, so my mom's really big on traveling, so I've been really lucky to be able to travel a lot when I was younger. And we went on a tour. We were in Europe, which is really cool. I can't believe that was really fun. But we went on a tour, like it was like a tour group, and basically this Australian woman and her mother, her older mother, they were on our tour.
That was my
For
stomach.
some reason, I'm not hearing any of that. That's
Oh.
so funny. So this woman and her mother are on our tour. She is, I don't know, kind of vulgar, just kind of swears a lot and is like not child appropriate. I was probably like in fourth grade and she was just like swearing
Oh.
a lot, and she was an angry woman. Like they almost left her behind on the train on the or sorry, the tour bus because I don't know, she was late and it was her fault, but she was like swearing at the person leading our tour. I'm not hearing anything that you're talking about. Okay.
Sorry, keep going.
For so for whatever reason, this woman decides that she likes our family and she wants to be friends. So really strange. Like we have never. It's one of those things where it's like, why? What did I do
Yeah.
to make you like me? Because I was not giving you any sort of signal that I liked you.
Uh-huh.
Basically, so the tour's over. We go back home, back in California, and she gets in contact with us and says that she wants to visit California. Just stick with me, okay? You're not gonna believe it. So this woman, we barely know her. We barely know her. This woman comes to California. Dude, she stayed in our house. She stayed in our house. She stayed in our house. And look, I'm gonna tie it in. She made us take her to the Jelly Belly factory in California. We went to a jelly bean factory with her. We're gonna blow out the mics.
Oh.
Oh my god. That's why I hate jelly beans. Therefore, I don't even remember what the other option was, but I picked whatever. I even forgot about beanbags. I don't even care.
I
It's
also
beanbag
hate
lit.
beanbags.
We had one growing up. We had a yellow one.
There was a blue one in my mom's boyfriend's basement at one point. I can't remember if it's still there, but I hate it because they like trap us on the ground. Not my mom's boyfriend, like the children.
Oh, no.
And like we were messing around, so they'd like we trap each other on the ground, put the beanbag on top of each other, and jump off.
Oh my god.
And so I really don't like beanbags either.
Interesting.
Which
Which one do you dislike more?
I feel like I did, since I like some jelly beans, I think I'm gonna say I dislike, but I also like some beanbags. I just feel like they're hard to get out of, and like, yeah, maybe jelly beans suck to eat, but no one's gonna suffocate you with one. So
That's fair. What I hated about our not our jelly bean, our bean bag was it was a yellow one, but it was like the kind of material that like if you were wearing shorts, your thighs would get all sweaty.
oh yeah, I know what you're talking
It was
about.
that. It was gross.
I
Yeah.
hate that.
So I don't know. I still do have a very strong dislike for jelly beans. So I don't know how we're gonna settle this.
Oh, okay. I don't know either.
It's hard when there's only two of us. I feel like
It's easier when there was like 3 or 4.
yeah, because then you could do tiebreakers.
No, remember the tiebreaker when there was 4 of us? I think we asked the first person we saw in the hallway. It was like skateboard or
car? Or was it?
I can't remember. It was like a race against time though, because you had texted Tucker, Hannah had texted Colin. I think did you also text Matt?
I think so. I texted a bunch
Yeah.
of people. I think I texted Colby too.
But like I remember it was a race against the clock because I was like, I swear I wanted skateboard really badly, I remember. And I was
Me
like,
too. Skateboards are so cool.
I was like, I feel like, yeah, we were on the same side on that one, I think. I'm like, I feel like they're not going to pick skateboard for some reason. Like, that's where my brain went. And I'm like, I bet some like college dude we see in the hallway is going to pick skateboard. And he did.
That's true. Yeah, and he did. Yeah, so we asked like a random dude in the hallway to be the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
And I think we won, right?
Yeah, we won.
Ooh.
That was such like
okay.
Yeah. But that's what we usually would do. But I don't really want to ask my dad.
Should we just leave it? Let's hear what the next one is.
Yeah,
and we'll come back.
We'll come back.
At the very end, we'll come back
Wait,
to it.
you're voting jelly beans, right? For the worst.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I'm voting in favor of beanbag.
Okay. I think I'm voting in favor of jelly beans. Maybe. I could probably be convinced. Okay. Next one is green beans versus baked beans. Baked beans always.
Baked beans. Yeah. We don't have to
not
debate
even
this.
A question. Baked beans are fantastic.
Baked beans.
Yeah. The next one is the bean in Chicago and coffee beans.
Oh, coffee beans.
Yeah, same here. Like the bean in Chicago
it just has to.
Doesn't really do anything for me. I don't use it regularly. Like, honestly, I'm kind of bored by it. Like
me too. I think I've seen so many pictures and I'm just like,
And Chicago's like the nearest big city to where I live. Like cuz we have like Cleveland, but like the, like one of the like top cities, I guess like top 5, and it's the nearest to us. So like a lot of people drive there for concerts if there aren't any in Cleveland, and they always take sorry, my like words got stuck in my throat. Ooh. They always take pictures like with their reflection in the bean, and I would like it to stop.
Yeah.
If anyone from Perry's hearing this, please stop.
Coffee bean. Just like I don't have to explain.
Yeah. Also, this is the last bracket, and Mariel's suggestion is in here, and I still don't really understand what it is. So, yeah.
Yeah, be gentle with us. I'm not sure
Yeah.
what this is.
Like, maybe it's really great, but the pictures hand looked up, I'm not convinced. So our last
Yeah.
bracket is lima beans versus Mexican jumping beans. I don't feel particularly like supportive of
No.
lima beans, but I also didn't like Mexican jumping beans.
Okay, do you remember this? It was a children's book.
Mhm.
I don't remember what it was called, but it was like a girl. I think she either really hated or really liked lima beans, and then she had stripes on her.
Yeah. I remember because they gave us a lima bean to put in our like story box.
Oh my God, that's so weird. What was that? What was
I
that
can't
book?
remember. I think
That
she
has such
didn't
a
want to eat lima beans. I can't remember.
oh,
Or maybe that's all
and
she ate.
like she became all like
Yeah, I
rainbowy
remember that
and
story.
striped.
We used to have
That's a fun one.
like story boxes in
That's cute.
elementary, and every time we read a book we'd get a little souvenir to put in our story box. I don't
Aw,
know why we got a
that's
lima bean,
cute.
but at least that's what I remember it being. Maybe it was like a rainbow something. I can't remember.
Interesting.
Also,
Okay, so
wait, this is like a little
yeah.
anecdote. They made us do some
Okay.
weird shit in elementary school, like public elementary school. Because I was thinking about every time I need to tell this story. Like I think
Okay,
about it
I'm ready.
all the time. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of the book Heggity Peg. Man knows where this is going.
Dude, I don't know what this book was. Like, I was like, what is
It's
that?
okay,
When
so the
you're telling
premise of it is these children aren't supposed to let anyone in while their mom goes somewhere. I think. This is what I remember. For some reason the mom's not at the house. And Heggity Peg, who's like hunched over black cloak, like peg for a leg, like
me.
she comes in and she steals all the kids. Like the,
Oh my
the mom
God.
has to go find them. But by the time she's there, they're turned into like cheese and like the tomato or stuff. And we were in like kindergarten or first grade when they read this to us. I want to say first grade. My first grade teacher had zero empathy. Like she was awful.
Whoa.
But they like I think she figures out how to turn them back. But it was just a weird story to read to little kids. But what's even weirder is that I kid you not, like a week later they said we're gonna go take a trip down to like the woods on our property, like our school's property.
What?
They're like, okay, sick. So we look down and like we're on this bridge and they're telling us like legend has it. This is the teachers, by the way. This wasn't like older students or like our classmates. This was
Yeah.
teachers. They're like, there's a legend that you can still see her peg like in the river. And we look in the river and there's her leg. And like
They
and we're
planted it?
yeah, and first of all, I don't know how they got it to come like downstream at that very moment. Throat had to be cleared, sorry. But like I think about that all the time and I couldn't look out my window at night for 2 years because I was scared Heggity Peg would come to get me.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, elementary school was weird. They also made us drink this one like weird concoction that was just like grass and like water and like just weird stuff that they put in a drink, and then there was a rock at the bottom of one of them. If you got the rock, you were like lucky. Because
What?
it was some story we read that was like that. It might have been like some like weird soup, but for some reason I thought grass was in there. But what I don't understand how that got approved. Like that's a choking
I
hazard.
don't understand. That seems so strange. Why does that give me like witchcraft vibes?
Yeah. Did you also milk a glove at one point
Um,
for farm
like
day
as a
as a cow?
what? Farm day?
You didn't have farm day? They filled a
Well, I
glove
live
with
in
milk and we had to
California.
squeeze it. Oh. We also had Hawaii Day. But we had to
Oh,
like squeeze the udders of the glove. They
wow.
also, when we went to a farm one time as a field trip, they made me milk the cow and I really didn't want to, but I didn't want to touch that. But still
Oh my
made me.
God. Whoa, that's so strange. Like the focus on agriculture,
Yeah, that is weird.
depending on your location. That's so strange. I never did anything like that.
No, you didn't have farm day. Farm day was the best.
Oh my God, never. What?
We had Hawaii Day, we had farm day. There was this one time they made all our parents come in and we performed and they paired all the girls off with guys, but they didn't want to spin us for some reason. So they would put their finger on the top of our head, like just their like index finger. No, wait, pointer, wrong one. And we just spin around, and instead of them spinning us. But our
That's so
parents came to watch
strange. Wait,
that.
our schools were so different.
We would also build like paper volcanoes, like big paper volcanoes and big paper castles and like props to do all this stuff. Like Hawaii Day, we had a checklist of all the things we wanted to build. We built like a sun and like a volcano. Well, we didn't do most of the work, but a volcano and like just
That's
a bunch
fun.
of stuff. A palm tree. I remember it being huge. And I also was convinced we were actually going to Hawaii because they told us to pack a bag. And then
Oh my God.
they walked us all down to the cafeteria and they're like, you guys are getting on a plane. I was like, holy shit, we're getting on a plane. And they just set up a bunch of chairs in the cafeteria. And I remember my mom was with me because she volunteered like as a chaperone or whatever, even though we weren't leaving the classroom. But we all sat down in like the chairs and I was like, Mom, what the is this? Bleep.
We have to, we have problems with
We had
not
to
swearing.
censor that, but
That's so strange. I remember, I think in preschool or something, what they would do for a fun activity sometimes was they would clear all the tables and then spray shaving cream on it, and then we were just allowed to rub it. We were allowed to rub it around.
oh my
It was so fun. It was
That
like the
does sound
highlight
so-
of, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Have you ever done that like in the shower? I don't really use shaving cream. I'll use like coconut oil or something like that. But when I did have shaving cream, my dad was always like, why are you going through it so fast? It was because I was spraying it on the shower wall and playing it.
Yes, yeah, oh my God. Same life,
It's
dude.
so fun. Oh my God. I'm trying to think of like other weird shit we did in elementary because I think public school in Ohio is just
It's so different from
something
what
else.
I experienced. So strange.
The fact that they
Oh,
made
wait.
me milk a real cow is still like traumatizing.
A real one?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I couldn't get the milk out of the glove at first. And like, this was two separate occasions, but eventually I got it. And then when we went to the thing, everyone got to milk the cow. And I was like, I don't want to milk the cow. And my teacher's like, just do it. I was like, I don't want to milk the cow. And she's like, do it.
I'm jealous. That's so fun. I never did anything
I
like
felt
that.
so gross. Like, I did not want to touch that.
I love cows. They're so fun.
Their udders, though, like, that's nasty. I did not want to touch their
Yeah, I
udders.
understand.
And
Yeah.
I hated that day. Like, first of all, what kind of teacher makes their student milk a cow? Like, I don't
Farm
understand.
day, bro.
I also
Okay.
I have one more. This is like racially. This is a little racially insensitive, but we had a teepee in our preschool. Like,
Oh no.
Yeah.
Also, the idea of Hawaii Day, I just feel like
it's also like Pacific
I feel like
Islanders are
perhaps
like.
it was offensive. Like,
Yeah. I remember it being like really fun at the time, but thinking back on it, I'm like, huh.
it's probably just a poor representation.
Yeah. We had a teepee in our preschool classroom, and I got banned from the teepee. I don't know what I did. I can't remember, but I got banned from the teepee. I was not allowed in there by the teacher.
Oh my God.
So.
Wait, do you remember the thing? It was like a game where like everyone would hold the edge of this like big rainbow parachute looking thing, and then you like lift it, and then you can like run under.
Yeah, that was so fun. I remember that really vividly. One time I was throwing a fit and we were having like your parents come to school, but it was like not during school hours. I can't remember what it was for. And I was throwing a fit, and just as we were leaving, I looked in the gym and I saw them playing that. I was like, Mom, and she's like, we're leaving. I was like, really sad. But okay.
Wait, we never decided. I guess I'm gonna go with Lima Bean.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with Lima Bean.
Just because I appreciate the children's story.
Yeah, for high school, for elementary school memories.
That was the biggest, like, what is the word when you like deviate from
I can't remember
the conversation. Anyways, what is our next round?
Okay, our next round should be magic beans versus garbanzo beans. I'm gonna say magic beans.
Ooh. Why?
Because I feel like if we're going Jack and the Beanstalk angle, it can grow like a whole, beanstalk, and you can go up there and get all that gold and like redistribute the wealth. But
eat the rich.
But
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so like garbanzo beans are sick, but like
I feel like I just don't eat them. It's a
yeah, I
fun
don't eat
word,
them
but I don't
enough.
eat them.
Yeah.
I guess my only complaint with magic beans is like how big are we talking when we talk beanstalk, you know? I
Yeah,
just
that is
feel
a lot of
like
work.
where is that gonna go? I have to climb up.
Maybe we
Like
can get someone else to do it.
perhaps.
But I
Or I
don't
don't know.
trust them. Like
Yeah.
what if they
I
hurt
don't
it?
see myself climbing up a beanstalk anytime soon. I have a fear of being a little bit off the ground, so I can't imagine climbing up a whole beanstalk.
What if we came up with like a pulley system? Like just a
Oh, okay.
real big rock on one side.
I just yeet up.
We're gonna have to find like a really heavy rock. I think we could also, how are we gonna get it that high? We can ask
Yeah, I don't know.
someone has to go up first. I don't think I'll
No,
like it, but I'll do it.
I don't either. That's okay.
Yeah.
But I will say garbanzo beans don't give you giants money. Aren't there giants up there? Isn't that
Yeah,
what that
yeah,
is?
yeah. Giants won't eat you
Okay.
for garbanzo beans, though.
Okay, so magic beans it is.
All right. Wait, what we do? Oh, Boston versus pinto beans.
It's so hard to argue when they're not related.
That's my favorite part is it
Okay.
can go either way.
It really could, depending on, let's see who presents a stronger argument. Okay,
Yeah.
you present an argument on Boston and I'll present one on pinto beans and then we'll see who
Oh
wins.
shit, my mind went pinto beans.
Okay, we can switch. I can argue for Boston.
Okay.
Okay, what's your argument?
Okay. So listen, I've been to Boston. It's great, but there are better cities nearby. There's Salem. We love Salem. You can drive into Rhode Island. You can drive like anywhere from Boston. Boston's sick, but like it's pretty boring compared to Salem. It's like the popular sister that's just way less interesting, you know? And Salem's the goth sister. So,
That's true.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say I love Boston, but I don't want to go to Boston every day. I do want pinto beans every day.
Interesting. Well, see, my argument was that if you love pinto beans so much, you can definitely find those in Boston. So therefore, it's encompassing all of it.
That's good. I'm gonna have to go with your argument.
Okay.
Yeah, Boston. Because pinto beans in Boston, like it's so possible.
Just that iconic.
Oh my god. Oh, I hate everything.
Me too.
Oh, we didn't decide beanbags versus jelly beans.
Oh,
Which moves
okay.
forward. My vote's still on jelly beans.
Being the worst.
Being better.
Oh, sorry. Me just. Oh my god.
You're like the worst, right?
Dude, we're not budging. How do we solve this? Okay.
Okay.
I presented my story on why I
Okay.
hate jelly beans.
Okay, here's my argument. You could probably choke on jelly beans, but it's a lot less deadly than being suffocated with a beanbag. And they're also like, you know, the ones that are like filled with newspaper that sometimes are in like public libraries. Those ones particularly suck.
Okay.
That's my argument.
I will agree that it's like jelly beans are very easy to avoid. You can just say I don't want to eat any, but then like bean bags are, I guess you could also avoid a bean bag, but I don't know, they're just like way more uncomfortable.
Oh, wait, I have an argument. Okay, so you walk in a room and the only thing there to eat is jelly beans. The only thing to sit in is bean bags. So you can choose not to eat the jelly beans because maybe you're not hungry, but where are you gonna sit? Gotta sit in that bean bag.
Oh, you got me there. Oh no. Oh, you logic to me.
It doesn't make sense after I said it.
But you really using that noggin. Okay, you win. I like that.
We'll take jelly beans. I really hate jelly beans too. I can't believe I argued in their favor. Oh my god. And then
So jelly bean wins?
Yeah. And then yeah. So then it's jelly beans versus baked beans. I'm gonna say baked beans.
Beans.
Always baked beans.
Yes. Anyways, moving on. I think this is the last round,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The last round of the second round. That didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coffee beans versus lima beans. I'm gonna say coffee beans.
Coffee. I don't know. It's hard to argue with me against like why coffee wouldn't win against anything.
Right. Oh, semifinals. Okay. So we
Oh my
have,
God.
I believe, Magic Beans and Boston. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Magic Beans
Interesting.
versus Boston. And then the second
Hmm.
bracket is, oh my God, what is it? Is it
Ba-
baked beans versus coffee beans?
yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay. That's
I think I think it's pretty clear which one's gonna win, but
yeah,
I also don't want it to go the easy route. You know what I
right.
mean?
I still think we should present our arguments, even if we agree. Here's the thing. We know what Boston's like. We've been there. But I don't know what it's like up in the clouds with a giant. And maybe I don't want to know, but like, new
Hmm.
experiences.
But it's like, what is our right to go bother the giants?
That's
You
true.
know?
Is that
Not our
imperialism?
place. Manifest destiny.
Right? Like I was thinking about that. Imagine, like, I can't even tell if I don't know what their currency rate is up there. What if the giant wasn't greedy? What if that was just like what if that was a normal amount? Maybe like the giant was even like average, like middle class.
Yeah.
And then
Oh my
someone
God.
comes and steals your money.
Also, like, is this ginormous money? Like, what if that holds no value down here?
Yeah, that's what I was also thinking. Because, like, how does their currency translate? I could pick up a piece of paper and say this is worth $1 million. It doesn't mean it's worth $1 million.
Like, I can't just brandish like a giant dollar bill and be like, "This is giant money."
Wait, was it
Here.
gold that they brought down?
Is it?
I think that's
But
what
like,
it was.
how am I gonna carry gold? I'm
Yeah, I
weak.
feel like I couldn't hold enough of it. Do you just dump it all down
I
from
just
the
see like
clouds?
yeet it off the side of the yeah.
Now I feel kind of
Hmm.
bad. What if the giant was just like making a living and it wasn't actually
They
that
were just
much money?
vibing.
Yeah, I'd be mad too.
They weren't even attacking us.
Come
They were
into
just
my middle
chilling.
class home. You take my
gold.
money. You take my
And
bread.
what?
And didn't he take his harp? Like,
Yeah,
leave the
and
poor
his
giant's harp.
goose.
Oh my God.
You
Oh, the
take my
golden
money. You
wasn't.
take my goose.
You take my goose. Give back my
You take
goose.
my
Why you
goose.
eat my goose?
I'm still working on my Russian accent. I'm not very good at it yet, but I'm trying.
Yeah, me neither. I just like to talk like that. Yeah, root of Jack. He's an asshole. Why did he do that?
Yeah, okay, so no longer Magic Beans. I'm going with Boston.
Yeah, Boston wins.
How did I argue
Period.
against myself? I was like, you know what?
This
And
is so
then
amusing to me.
coffee beans versus baked beans. I already know we agree on this one. Because
Yeah.
if you get rid of coffee beans, there's so much you can't have. You can't have iced coffee. You can't have I assume like espresso is also included in that, even though it's like a different bean or whatever.
But
You
yeah,
can't have
all sorts of caffeinated.
Yeah,
things.
there's so much you can't have, but there are other beans other than baked beans.
And I'm not having baked beans every single day of my life.
You're
However, I
not?
will have coffee.
Is that not what we're doing?
You're not? What do you mean? Okay, so we're at the finals.
Yeah, Boston versus coffee beans.
This is
Jeez.
the ultimate, the end of beancast. It ends here.
I think I know what you're arguing. Are you arguing for coffee beans? Because I can argue for Boston.
Okay, yeah. What's your argument for Boston?
I'm going to turn your pinto bean argument on you.
Oh.
Yeah, pinto beans are great, but I'm sure you can find some pinto beans in Boston.
Oh, okay. Well, my argument, I guess, we are two college students. We could have gone anywhere for college.
Uh-huh.
Where did we go? Not
New York.
Boston.
Oh.
We have coffee in New York.
Why did I answer
We're not in
it?
Boston. Roasted.
Went to New. I'm. Oh. Okay, but here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm considering Boston for grad school.
Oh my God. I got into a school in Boston, but I didn't go.
So it looks like someone does like Boston.
Oh, somebody applied to college in Boston.
Ooh.
Oh.
What school did you apply to? Boston.
Emerson.
Oh yeah, that's
for
right.
creative writing.
Yeah.
This
I
I
don't
don't know.
Because I don't
Ooh,
need
well,
Boston in my everyday life, but it sure is nice.
it's true. But because like saying that you support Boston does not necessarily say that coffee is bad, because then we would still get coffee in Boston.
Or are we thinking of it from a perspective of where we either don't have coffee beans or we don't have Boston? Here's the thing. I really like coffee, but there are a
Me
lot
too.
of people living in Boston.
Who are we to say that
I'm
their
about
lives
to get
are...
on my soapbox.
There are families living in Boston.
Not only that, like, there's probably some cool stuff in Boston. Like, it's a lot of historic stuff.
But how much do we really care about the history of America being preserved in Boston?
That's true. That was like, you got me there.
Okay, so I'm hearing we're not making a decision yet. I'm not sure.
Okay, so I'm going by what's easier: relocate all the people in Boston and find them new jobs and like new like homes. And that's kind of what are we eliminating Boston for? Like is this gentrification?
And what are we
Can
going to
it be
replace it with?
gentrification?
Only coffee? Like coffee shops only? Like what are we implying?
Or we could just find a new energy drink. Bang Energy. This is an ad. Like,
Bang Energy. This is sponsored.
This is sponsored by Bang Energy.
Oh my god, they would spit on us. No.
Gross.
I do feel bad for the lives that we would be uprooting by choosing coffee.
I was waiting for a but.
However,
oh,
am I selfish? Probably.
Yeah, I'm a very selfish person.
Am I really willing to give up my coffee every day just so these people in Boston can live?
Oh. There it is.
I mean, no, I'm gonna get canceled in about 12 years.
Thinking about that.
No, but let me think. I truly. So if we allow Boston to live, there's no more coffee.
That's what I was doing, because once in the beginning we could pretty easily agree, because it was like, oh, we can do this and there, but I'm thinking in this round you either can't have one or can't have the other, rather than the presence of one, because both are cool.
Okay.
Maybe
I could get on like a smoothie jump.
Yeah, maybe tea. Maybe I'm having green tea right now. Been periodically swallowing.
Or I really like boba. I would be down with having boba more often.
I don't think I could get into like Monster or anything.
Oh, I don't think I'll be into any energy drinks.
I'm trying to think of what could substitute coffee for me.
Yeah, it's coming up a little bit blank.
I really don't know.
I think tea would probably be one of. I know some people really love tea, and there are ways to be energized with your, certain teas.
Mm-hmm. It mostly calms me though.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I will have to retract my statement. I would feel very bad if I eliminated Boston just so I could have some coffee.
Well, now I want to be a little selfish. I really like coffee. I couldn't think of a single energy drink that I could have.
Me too, dude. Me too.
I love people in Boston. This is your 2032 presidential candidate. Wait, actually, I won't be old enough then. This is your 2036 presidential candidate.
Yes.
And my campaign slogan is Boston.
People of Boston. I want my coffee. That's your campaign slogan.
Wait, 2036 is an election year, right? Yeah, that's 14 years from now. So, wait, 14 is not divisible. Wait, no, 14 years from now. 16 years. I was thinking divisible by 4. I said 14, but oh my god, I'm never gonna be president now.
Never gonna be president now.
Never gonna be president now.
Okay. Wait, so did we just decide Boston?
Yeah, Boston. Coffee beans.
Okay. So I think we have determined from this episode 4 of Two Bad Decisions Beancast, we have decided that the best type of bean is
coffee beans.
coffee bean. Woo!
I had to cough, but I just realized we
Wow.
presented such like I feel like that's an intense moral argument. Like we just chose something that we could technically replace in like other ways, just we wouldn't have the taste over
Out of
the
our own
people in
convenience.
Boston.
Dude, you could like literally, to replicate the things that are going on in the world right now, you could substitute like, you know, coffee in Boston with other things and it would perfectly represent what's happening right now.
That's so wild to me that we just like that's a very intense moral argument and we just failed.
Yes.
Like our professor,
We just failed the test.
like if we had a psychologist right now, they'd be so worried.
Maybe they're like watching us. Maybe this is all a simulation and they've placed us in different rooms and they're currently watching us from behind the glass.
Really?
And they're like shaking their heads and taking notes and they're like, ooh.
I can imagine us being like tested together.
Yeah, and like completely failing whatever they're testing. Like,
You know, after we like turn that toaster on 10, they're gonna lock us up.
You're like, oh no. They leave, oh my God, us alone in the room with my $10 toaster and an outlet.
Yeah.
They just see what we do.
And the moral argument is, will they blow themselves up to see what happens?
Knowing what's
to
going to
that toaster?
happen. Yeah.
Will they do it? And the answer is yes. It's always yes.
Absolutely.
10 out of 10 times I will put that toaster on 10. And I don't know what will happen. It might catch on fire. I might die, but I really want to know what happens.
It's true. And we're completely aware of the possible repercussions that will not stop us.
No.
We will do it.
That's terrifying. That's how we operate. Like,
why is the chaos on like 15 right now? We're like wreaking
someone
havoc.
set us real high. We tried so hard to be like, no, but like the people of Boston, and then we're like, you know what? No, coffee beans.
No.
They can relocate. Boston's not that cool anyway. I'm so sorry, Boston. I could
Oh my
just
God.
hear the like hate campaign ads that are gonna be.
Oh yeah. Would we like by extension like kind of eliminate Harvard just because it's nearby?
That's okay.
Yeah.
Harvard's I've heard, the most conservative of the Ivy Leagues. We can eliminate Harvard. That's no one's
I just have
loss.
feelings. Look, I don't want to. If you are in an Ivy League school,
I would also
you
like
must
to
be,
attend Harvard
like-
Law.
Oh my God. See, I
Sorry.
guess I'm just salty. I guess I'm just salty that like I probably could never get into an Ivy League, so therefore I like to crap all over it. But
I couldn't either.
it's not fair. It's not fair, you know. Good for
Yeah.
people who are in Harvard. However, maybe question why your school is so conservative.
Yeah, that would be a good way to go. But I can't believe I just like dissed a school that like if I ever got accepted to, I'd
Oh my
shit
God.
pants.
If they just played this in front of like the admissions
Admissions
person.
They invite me in for an interview and then they just play this thing. I'm like, that wasn't me.
I was hacked.
They're like, with your voice. I'm like, you know how technology
I was
is. Like,
hacked.
fake news, fake news, fake news.
Are we getting a little controversial? I feel like we've just kind of
Maybe.
thrown it all. We've thrown all of our filters out the window this episode.
Yeah. I feel like after we like started mentioning Black Lives Matter, like there was no turning back. Even though that shouldn't be like a controversial thing, but you know what I mean? Things that people are
Yes.
like divided
But for
on.
some reason, yeah.
I feel
So, yeah,
very
no regrets.
strongly about all my opinions.
Me too. So, are we wrapping up now?
Yeah, I guess so. Sorry to the people of Boston if you're listening.
Yeah, we're sorry. We wouldn't really eliminate you, I'm assuming, in like a real situation.
I would
However, in
hope.
this hypothetical ones, you're gone.
Yeah. We're very selfish.
My apologies to all.
My
I would like
apologies to
issue an-
Boston. I'm picturing my notes app apology to the people of
Oh my-
Boston.
They're
I'm
just, like,
sorry I made
canceling
fun
us.
of your majority white city. I'm sorry I said you were boring and that I would destroy all your historical artifacts if I could. For a coffee. Yeah. I'm actually...
Twitter. Do you think Twitter?
Do you think... I wonder if there's like a Boston group that would cancel us for this. Like, don't watch this podcast.
I think so.
Amazing.
That's all right.
To end this, I would like to swallow my green tea.
Okay. And while you're okay, we've done this. Maybe I should do one too.
Yeah. Were you drinking water?
Hope you heard that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
why did I like that? Do it again. Why?
I didn't do it again. We just go for another 45.
It's just us swallowing back and forth.
Okay. So
You like that?
let's plug. Okay, the energy's weird.
So sorry.
We're going insane. We're going
This is going
crazy.
someplace that I don't have control over anymore.
You know, I think we need to like take it away from ourselves by plugging the Instagram at Too Bad Decisions Pod.
And click on the resource link in our description. We're working on updating it all the time with new petitions and places to donate, literature, movies, all that.
So thank you for listening to this episode of Too Bad Decisions, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.